Hi, friends and viewers. Hope you're getting on well today. I want to share an experience that I had or I am currently having that I do not have any understanding as to what exactly is going on. And do well to share as well with your contacts. And I'll tell you at the end of this video why I'm coming online to do this. This is something more private and personal. So I usually wouldn't want to do this. In fact, I have done more than one video on this, but I don't want to take this out. But the consequence, both on me and potentially other people, might be far reaching. So I thought to reach out and do it again. Last week, Thursday, I got a notification on my Nigerian line WhatsApp to activate something, which I declined. It came in about twice or thrice. The third time, when I declined, I was removed from WhatsApp. It was a very busy day for me, so I was wondering what exactly was going on. Then the day went like that. I rarely go on my Nigerian WhatsApp, but there are some key contacts I keep in touch with and some activities I do there. On Friday evening, at about past 7, I tried doing a transaction on GTB. So I went on the app, and usually I log on to my GT app using either my fingerprint or my PIN. It requested for the number I used in registering the account, and I was wondering. It took me about 3 seconds to get hesitant, but I still went ahead and did it. And then I clicked on proceed, and the next thing was a code has been sent to you via SMS. Click on it and then access your account. That was when it dawned on me something had happened. But it was late. I couldn't think of anything much. I was at work, different things around there, so I just allowed it be. But then, I remember that evening, the person I was to do the transaction to, I reached out to him. He's quite techie. I told him what happened and asked him to help me do some findings and research about it. He was sending me some updates. I couldn't keep up with it. So on Friday, we continued with the chat. And then after all the attempts to know what exactly was going on failed, he then told me to insert my SIM, my MTN SIM in a phone, which actually I don't have my MTN SIM in a phone. Right, so I just use the WhatsApp for WhatsApp call chats, and then I look for the SIM card. I couldn't find it, and then it dawned on me. Well, I think at this point I was so curious. I wasn't clear as to what had happened, but then he advised me to immediately block my GT. So I reached out to my contact in GT. This was Saturday, and then he restricted the account. Then I told him I would want the number attached to that account to be my UK number. So he sent me an email address to send the mail to. I should use the email that was registered with that account in sending that mail, which was my Yahoo mail. I rarely use Yahoo, right? I've not gone on my Yahoo mail for months, so I had to go search it out. And then while I was trying to compose the email, that was when I realized debit alert on my GT from Friday evening, even up to like an hour till the time I was trying to send that mail on Saturday. Well, he had restricted it at the time. No, I think even the call I made to him was to change the number. It was when I realized the debit alert, I then reached back to him to restrict the account. Now, this happened on Saturday. Then I sent somebody to MTN. He said it would be till Monday he would get to their office to block that line. On Monday, so I sent the mail to GTB on Saturday. On Monday, I reached back to GTB, and then my contact said they will revert on Tuesday. Then the person I sent to GTB, to MTN, reached out and pleaded for an extension to Tuesday. That his Monday was going to be busy. I allowed things be. On Tuesday, now, which is 11th of March, I'm mentioning these dates because I'm going to make reference to them. On Tuesday, 11th of March, I reached out to him. He then told me he wasn't sure if the email went through, so I should resend the email. So I went back on Yahoo. Now bear in mind that I'd restricted my GT on Saturday, and the account that's my GT as at Saturday when I restricted it had literally been wiped out. So on Tuesday, trying to check March 11th, trying to send the email, I realized my Zenith account had also been gotten into, and I saw a series of debit and debit and debit from Monday night, 10th of March, into early hours of Tuesday. Now, somebody's wondering, so why would you be having money here and there in your Naira account? So I have, I don't need to explain, but let me just say it so that some curiosities could be answered. So I have staff and those who work for me in Nigeria, and they earn salary, and their salaries in Naira. That's one. Two, I do businesses in Nigeria and I'm paid in Naira, right? So my Zenith Bank is my business account, and it's an account that cannot be accessed except with a check. So it didn't even cross my mind on Saturday to have a look at the account. So when I saw the series of the debit, I quickly reached out to, and of course, my Nigerian account officer, Zenith Bank, had also Japa, but I had some other contact there. I managed to restrict the account, and I was able to halt the withdrawal that was going on, or the debit that was going on there. Now the next thing was my MTN line to get it blocked. I sent 3 different people to MTN offices at different times, and the shocking feedback was that my MTN line had been recycled, swapped, and sold out 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Now, the information I got 2 months ago is January. The information I got from Zenith and GTB is that my MTN line still receives text message, still receives alert. Now, my question to MTN is this: why would MTN swap, recycle, or sell out a number that still receives messages, confidential information like bank details and transactions from the previous owner without deactivating it? Well, let me say this here, that if anybody, for those who have my Nigerian number, if anybody sends a message, maybe soliciting for money, trying to pretend to be me, please just block the number, or just report it to the authorities. So, it's still not clear. And I've spoken to those who have worked in MTN. If I spoke to somebody, or I reached out to somebody who's worked in MTN for over 10 years, and that's what he told me, that they've recycled it and it's gone. So I should have roamed it or paid certain amount to have kept the number to myself, maybe for 1 year or 5 years or something, which is my error, right? But aside that, why would MTN sell out a number that is still linked to somebody and did not deactivate the confidential information or even any information still going to the previous owner, and this other fellow could still access information there? Hundreds of thousands have been taken out of these 2 accounts buying airtime, and it's something that is not so clear. I intend to get my lawyer involved to write MTN and to ask them certain pertinent questions, and they have to give me answers to this. So for those who are in diaspora and you are in similar situation like I am, that you have your number, your SIM, and you have not either roamed it, or there is this payment they say you need to make to keep it to yourself, and you've not done that, please do, so that you don't get into the same situation. Well, again, so far this is what I know. Maybe you're there, you've experienced this before, and you're able to get to the bottom of the matter. What did you do? How did you actually get answers to your questions? And then I'm still not clear. I'm not accusing the new buyer because it was an outside person that picked it when I told somebody to call the number directly. So I'm not. And meanwhile, I spoke to somebody else who told me I had not even given him the breakdown. I mean, I'd not even told him what exactly happened in terms of airtime or not. He just told me if it was a transfer that happened, it must be somebody from the bank. If it's airtime, it's possibly an Hausa person or the new buyer of the SIM. And then I confessed and opened up to him that actually, when I told somebody else to call the number directly, it happened to be an Hausa person who picked it. So as in that picked the call. Now, my WhatsApp has been deactivated. I do not know if that person has access to some of my WhatsApp, messages and information. Text messages, I can't deactivate. So could it be that some of my text messages or people sending in messages is still accessible to and by this person? And I don't even know who this individual is, and I cannot block the line. There are lots of unanswered questions around here. But maybe something that is just a very simple puzzle for somebody. If you've had this experience and you think you want to throw more light to guide me and maybe anyone else potentially, please do share. Thank you all and be well.